And what is up, peeps? Today in What's Free on Epic, we're going to be checking out a game called Gloomhaven. Um, Again, as usual with these things, I have no idea what they are, but I do believe it's some sort of board game because it said it somewhere. Yeah. Play the original board game's campaign and face the horrors beyond the walls of Gloomhaven, even in a 95 quest campaign plus any unlocked expansions. Now, because I know nothing of this and I'm treating it as if I'm a new player coming into it, we're going to do the tutorial and then we'll go from there depending on how much time that takes. So yeah, let's not waste any more and just jump into it. Okay, the basics. Taking the first steps in the boots of a mercenary is never easy. Start the tutorial to learn the very basics of Gloomhaven's mechanics.
Welcome, Guildmaster. I'm the guild trainer, and I'm here to guide you through setting up your own mercenary guild. Let's start with you guiding the brute through this first tutorial.
Okay. In Gloomhaven, you control a party of mercenaries, each equipped with a deck of ability cards. These cards are how your mercenaries will explore dungeons, fight enemies, and loot treasure. At the beginning of each round, the first thing to do is to select two cards for each mercenary to use on their turn. Okay. In this tutorial, the brute has just three cards at his disposal. These ones here, I presume. As you can see, highlighted on the left, grab and go, trample, and provoke and roar. Okay, provoke and roar is grayed out to indicate that it is currently discarded for the sake of the tutorial. So let's select the two cards. So how do I select it? We sure clicking on it. Do I have to go continue first? Yeah, there we go. No. I can't select the card if you. Okay. See the question mark next to the brute's portrait at the top of the screen has changed into a number. This shows initiative. What this over here? The number next to the first card you select determines the character's initiative for the round. The lower the number, the earlier in the round the character will act. Okay, I see. 72, 72. Okay. Since there are no other characters visible right now, it will immediately be the brute's turn anyway. Or anyhow. Okay, I'll select that one as well. Uh, Click end selection to continue. Okay, so we've got our cards. Now it is the brute's turn. Time to choose some actions. Each half of a card represents an action comprised of one or more abilities. You'll get to use two actions per turn, and you can pick any of the four card halves on the left to use as your first action. But note that you must then use the opposite side of the other card for your second. Okay, so if we pick this one, then we're gonna have to do that one. If we pick this one, then we're gonna have to do this one. Okay, for example, that you can choose either the top half of trample and the bottom half of grab and go, or the bottom half of trample and the top half of grab and go. There's nothing for the brute to do in this room, so you'll want to proceed through the door to see what lies beyond with the move ability. Grab and go's bottom half lets the brute move 4 hexes, which is enough to get through the door. Let's use that. So these, okay. Select hide, open door. This room contains your first enemy, a bandit guard. Like player characters, monsters also select actions for their turn. Let's find out what the bandit is planning to do this round by hovering over his portrait. Yeah. So move and attack for 3. Okay, whilst hovering you can see the bandit's intentions. This round, he plans to move and attack, whereas player characters get 2 actions per turn, monsters only get 1, albeit often with multiple abilities within. Okay. Notice how this bandit has a lower initiative than the brute, and would have acted before the brute this round had he been visible. As this is currently the brute's turn, however, you'll get to finish his turn before bandit can act. Okay? Let's get the brute close enough to use the attack on the trampled top half as the second action for the turn. Okay? So move, then do that. Now that you finish using grab and go for the turn, it is discarded and no longer usable until you return it to the hand via resting. More on that later. For now, time to attack. That's pretty self-explanatory. Click the confirm targets button to attack. Okay. Oops, I did nothing to him. Whenever you attack, an attack modifier is drawn from your character's modifier deck, and that value is applied to your attack. Okay, so that's what the plus here is, maybe. In this case, you can see above the bandit that a +0 modifier was drawn, so your attack still just deals its base value of 3 damage. For this tutorial, we'll only have +0 modifiers in effect to keep things simple. We'll explore the other attack modifiers later. A lot of fucking reading. Time to have some drink. Delicious. Okay. So he's going to... Now it's the bandit's turn. As we saw on this card earlier, he intends to move and then perform a melee attack for 3. However, he is already within melee range of the brute. He will simply forego moving and get straight to the attack. Okay. Ouch. While monsters always take damage directly to their hit points, whenever a player character is damaged, you are presented with 3 options. Firstly, you can simply take the damage to your character's hit total points. However, if this is reduced to 0, the character is exhausted, which means they can no longer act in this scenario. Or your mercenaries are exhausted, you will lose the scenario. Secondly, you can choose to burn 2 discarded ability cards instead of receiving damage. If you burn a card, it can no longer be recovered by resting. However, if you were to burn 2 of the brute's cards here, you would not have enough cards left for the following turns and thus would be exhausted. Okay. Finally, you can choose to burn 1 available card. This option is grayed out as all of the brute's cards are currently discarded. So I have to take the damage. It is usually wise to take the damage over burning cards if possible, lest you run out of cards to finish the scenario with. For now, let's opt to just take the 3 damage as the brute has enough health to survive. Okay, the bandit's turn is now over. As he was the last character to act, it is the end of the round and a new round begins. During ability card selection, if you have at least 2 discarded cards, then you may perform a long or short rest to recover some of them. All of the brute's ability cards are currently discarded. Long rest doesn't count as a card, and as such he will have to rest to continue. Short rest will burn 1 of your discarded cards at random, losing it for the rest of the scenario, but will recover all other discarded cards before continuing your turn as normal, as you can recover cards to use immediately in this very turn. Okay, long rest takes up the whole turn and is used instead of selecting 2 ability cards, giving the character an initiative of 99. However, you not only get to choose which card to burn instead of being at random, but the character will perform a heal 2 action and refresh all item cards. Oh my god. Choosing to long rest here would be certain death if the bandit draws an attack card for the round, as the brute has neither health nor cards to spare. So let's choose to short rest. Okay. Short rest. Grab and Go has been randomly selected as the card to burn. Once per short rest, you can opt to redraw the random card to burn at the cost of 1 damage, but with the brute only at 1 health. Okay. You can see Grab and Go is now dark red to indicate it is burned and no longer usable in the current scenario. Okay. In exchange, Trample and Provoking Roar have been returned to hand and are available to use again. Both the Brute and Bandit are near death, so it is crucial to go as early as possible in the round to get the first attack. Okay, so Provoking Roar. Yes, the third card chooses it, so Provoking. Okay, so early. Okay. And selection. Okay, it's got 50. Now that we are in the same room as the bandit, we can see that the enemies draw their ability cards each round after the player. So you won't know what they will be doing or what their initiatives will be until this point in each round. It appears the bandit was planning to once again use a move and attack, but because you chose to act quickly with an initiative of 10, you won't have those active until after the brute's turn due to a slow initiative of 50. Yes, I get that. Oh god. No, straight for attack. Oh, come on. Get wrecked, fool. Get wrecked. Got him. Do you see that gold on the floor? To pick it up, you need to use the loot ability. That you don't automatically loot treasures unless you finish your turn on it. If you want it, make sure to pick it up before the scenario ends. Loot abilities can also appear on ability cards, but the easiest way to collect it here is to end your turn on the hex that contains the gold pile. So let's move the brute onto it before the end of its turn with these remaining actions. Any. Okay, just but wait, look at your Provoking Roar. It doesn't have a move ability at the bottom half of the action, so I can reach the goal. Okay. This is where default actions come in handy. To the left and right of the central initiative values are two small default action buttons. The left and right of the central initiative value. The fuck? Oh, okay, I see. Okay. These allow the character to perform a melee attack for 2 instead of the top action, or a default move of 2 instead of the bottom action. Okay. Since you only need to move to the 1x for the brute, reach the gold, we can skip the remaining of the movement. Use the skip button below. Okay.
Great work. Not only did you vanquish the lone bandit guard, you've even managed to pick up a few pieces of gold. With the basics covered, it's now time to introduce you to some slightly more dangerous scenarios.
Whoop, whoop. Okay, so at this point we've been through the first tutorial. Now I'm just going to jump into a campaign and see what it's like. So we're just going to do normal. Okay, not entirely sure all of that. Can't click on it. And I'm just going to go with what's recommended here, so. Really? Where? Oh, okay. I'll just go Tolgrath. Okay. Attack modifiers times 2 and 0 modifiers. I'm just gonna go with everything that's recommended and just say start.
Welcome to the harsh lands of Gloomhaven, recruit. You think you have what it takes to become a mercenary out there on the edge of the world? We are paid to venture into the darkest forests of the region and to step into ancient crypts with the unmistakable stench of death and rotting flesh. Lovely places to earn a name for yourself. Be ready to face cutthroats, undead, fearsome tribes, and dreadful demons from other realms.
I do like the graphics in this game. Looks pretty sick.
You didn't find yourself as a mercenary without knowing how to crack a few skulls, did you?
Okay. That was pretty cool. Nice intro. More reading. Okay. Before going into the Harran Wilderness surrounding Gloomhaven, you'll need at least 2 mercenaries in your party. Brave or greedy enough to seek out adventures in exchange for gold. On the left, you'll find a party panel. Here you'll see a list of basic information of the mercenaries in your party. Click on the first character slot to open the roster panel. You can create, view, and add mercenaries to the current party using the roster panel. Right now, it's looking as barren as the Copperneck Mountains, so best click on New Mercenary to create your first character. Oh my gosh, next you'll choose one of the starting character classes. Each one has unique abilities and game style. As you progress, you'll level up, earning new ability cards and unlock more classes. Click on any of the portraits to learn more about them and select whichever you want to be your first mercenary. Okay, time to do some adventuring. If you are confident with your party, click on the center of the screen to close the party roster panel and head back to the Lord Mac. Okay, so I sort of... Why is this over to the side? Is that meant to be like that? Interesting. So I chose this character for the summoning ability and this one for melee. I just want to get in the action. Okay. I'm just going to go straight aggressive. Okay. You can read those if you want. I really have no interest in those at this point.
Take care of these
Okay, yeah. Okay, so. We've got 3 enemies. Those are their levels, I guess. So... All allies suffer 1 damage. Target. Attack 3. Target all adjacent enemies. Heal, move, attack, immobilize, loot. Attack, heal, destroy. On the next 6 melee attacks targeting you, gain retaliation 2. That seems really good. Create 2 single hex obstacles in empty hexes adjacent to you. Okay. Well, let's keep simple for now. So we want to go as early as possible, so we're going to take a 13. Target all adjacent enemies. Target all enemies up to 2 hexes away instead. All adjacent allies suffer 2. Okay, so we'll take that one, and we will take this one, massive boulder. Okay, I've chosen. Is that not an ability card? Or do I have to choose? Okay, choose for each character first. I want summons. That's what I want to see. I want to see what the summons is like. So, um, here we go. So I'm gonna take Perverse and Gnawing Horde and Selection. Okay, so they're both pretty high up. Move attack, strengthen. Okay. So I want to do this, so I'm gonna have to do this one. Summon Plague Rats. Okay. Summon Plague Rat, select a hex to summon the Plague Rat first. Just summons one, eh? Okay. Sweet. Plague Rat. Okay, now I can attack. I'm out of range though. Attack. Range 2. Okay. Stun. So I can't do that. So I will move. They can move 2 squares each. 1, 2. So he can move 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So if I move here. Okay. That's him, eh? Yeah. Indy's turn. Okay. Target all adjacent enemies. So if I move, or allies suffer 1 damage shield. That seems pretty good. Target all adjacent enemies. I think I need to move up first though. So if I move up here, confirm. Maybe I'll go over here. Okay. Then attack. I may have wasted this attack, but we'll see. I should have done it there, but that's fine. Wait, I get another one? Okay, skip ability. Yes. Okay, let's see what they do. Okay, so he runs up on me, does 2 damage. Choose to take 2 damage, burn 1. So, receive damage. Hide armor must be used. Okay. Receive damage. Bandit Guard's turn. Okay, so that's the strengthen that they were gonna do to themselves. Ooh, okay. Receive damage. receive damage. And strengthen. Okay, round 2. Okay. Now they're right in front of me, so I can do damage first. Move immobilize. Target or enemies to move through. That seems pretty good. Goes in. Okay, I think I do need to take this. 46. Could heal myself for 4. Okay, let's take those. Can I not? No. So then feedback loop. If you end the movement in the same hex you started in, perform. I'm looking for something with range. Force one enemy within 4 range to perform move 1. Okay. Let's take that. And oh no. I fucked up there, didn't I? I thought that counted as my first card. Then let's take that one. Okay, so he's gonna go last. Okay, continue. Okay, so now we want to do this first. And then we want to do the heal. Confirm. Okay, so now any melee damage I take, I will retaliate to. Let me heal myself. Just to get me back up full. And in turn. Okay, let's see what they do. Oh, 3 damage. Damn. Okay. I have to receive the damage. There was the retaliation. Nice. Come on, you want to attack me too? Oh. Okay. Damn, it's a good thing I healed up. Okay, let's see what he does. Yeah, fuck him up. Okay, so. To perform attack. Force one in here. They move 1 square though. On your melee attack. Let's do this. So then he's got 2 HP. So let's take him. To attack him. Confirm, he's gonna kill him. Oh, I only did 1 damage. I thought he would have. Okay. Then I need to attack, but I can't attack anybody within this range. So kinda wish I could heal him. Skip attack, I guess. During your attack, you add +1 attack to your entire attack action. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna have to skip attack and end. He's probably gonna die, to be honest. Okay, so I need him to go first, though. So has to take his lowest card. Attack range. Let's do that. Pathetic assault. To the knight. Anything I can do to the enemies. On your melee attack. Okay, now I need to start doing damage with this guy. I'll take him. And I'll take that. Okay. So I get to go first, good. Okay, go little rat. I like. Okay, so now what I want to do is give myself a shield on your melee attack. That's ranged attack though. I need to do an attack, so that and this move. If you end the movement in the same hex you started in, perform battle. Target all enemies through. Muddle. A muddle character gains disadvantages on all of his attacks. The muddle condition is removed at the end of the affected character's turn. Okay, so let's move. If you end the movement in the same hex you started in, perform muddle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll get one guy. Confirm. So there, I'll get him. So now he's going to be muddled. And I'm going to attack this guy. Should I attack him? Attack 4 damage, range, disarm. I should attack this guy. He's going to be muddled though. What's muddle do again? These attacks. I kinda want to kill one of them. Let me kill this guy. Okay, at least that's one less bad guy we gotta worry about. Why does it only show one guy there? Okay, so attack 1, range 2. Let's try this one out. Because I'll also die. I'll end my turn on the gold there. Oh no, I thought I would have moved there. I just gave my rat confusion or muddle. That was possibly a mistake. I might want to move. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move over here. Confirm. Get some distance. Okay, let's see what this guy does. Okay, he went for the rat. This guy moved. He also went for the rat. Nice. Okay. We want to go as soon as possible, so take that one. On your next 4 ranged attacks, again, I don't care about that. Grade 2 to go hex ups. Okay, so let's just go with that, and let's do this and that. Okay. Ah, I wish you went for the other one, you silly rat. Okay, so now I've got loot, invisible. When another augment is played, this card. On your melee attack adds 2 attack. Attack 1, wound. A wounded character suffers 1 damage at the start of each of its turns. A heal ability will cure the wound. So I do to this guy. That's only 1 range. It's 1 range. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a move. I'm out of range though, so that doesn't help me. So if I do this, I can use that to move. Okay, I'm still full health, so let me get up close. And then let me skip movement. Attack this guy. Oh, nice, dead, sucker. End his turn. Okay. Oh, he didn't do any damage to my rat. Nice. Move. Just kill this guy. Get wrecked, fool. Nice, okay, so move over here. I want to get this gold, so get the loot. Okay. Burn 1. Discarded card to recover all other cards. Okay, so doesn't really matter because I just want to move to get the treasure right now. What is Plague gonna do? Choose to move the summoned ally towards its summoner. Okay. So allows a character to pick up every gold token and treasure tile within range and line of sight. Perfect. Confirm action. Okay. Can you just end your turn? or do you have to select and then say skip attack? And that's say should be a way to just end your turn. Skip, skip, end. Okay, so we got a very short look at what a dungeon is like. I'm not going to proceed. This game looks like it will take a good chunk of your day out from you, like a couple of hours to get through just a single dungeon. Of course, I'm very new to it. I don't really know much about it. I skipped a lot of the reading because, well, I want to just play the game. I don't want to read for 3 hours. Part of why I don't like Baldur's Gate is just too much reading, and I don't find that enjoyable. So yeah, but you've got to look at it. Let me know what you think. Uh, Drop a comment in the comment section below. Perhaps we could talk about it. Maybe I can play it more, give you guys a better look at it. But yeah, otherwise, please drop a like, subscribe if you're new here, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.